everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today I'm doing another Dollar Tree haul. My last Dollar Tree haul that I did in my vehicle you guys seem to really like. I'll leave a link to that below if you want to go check it out. Not the best camera quality, but you guys seem to really like it. And today I had to run to the Dollar Tree. I really needed to just get like hydrocortisone cream and some mothballs, but I ended up dropping 40 bucks. So that means about like 40 items. So we'll just go ahead and get started. First one here, since I can put it back in the refrigerator, is a Lunchable. Really just bought it for the nostalgia of it. I haven't really had a Lunchable since I was a kid. I bought two of the pizza ones. I ate one for lunch and it was mediocre at best. Yeah, I don't know why I liked them so well as a kid, but as an adult they're not great. Okay, moving on. I bought two of these things. They're called Moisture Eliminator. They're just like these little containers. I already took the plastic off, and there's like a foil wrapper on the top to keep everything dry. But it just has like this little I don't know, cloth thing on top, and there's like these balls. I don't know. Anyways, what it does, and I've never tried it before, so hopefully they work, but it's supposed to like help eliminate moisture from the air, and my basement tends to get pretty damp, so we're gonna put it down there and see how they work. I bought two of these. I think that I left the other one in the kitchen, but I'm really curious to see how all these work. It's supposed to eliminate moisture and odors in the air, and what you do is you wait until all these like little balls up in here dissolve, and then this chamber down here will fill with water, and then you spill the water out and throw away the container and get a new one. So I got two of these. We'll see how they work. I have high hopes. A lot of times things from the Dollar Tree work pretty well, so we'll see. So here's that hydrocortisone cream I went to go buy. My husband uses that quite a bit. He tends to get like rashes and stuff. I think it's eczema, but he tends to get them on his hands and sometimes on his head, and he's found this stuff to work. I'm not for sure if he has eczema. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. I could be wrong. So I also picked up some more of these garbage disposal cleaners. You guys would have seen these in my last Dollar Tree haul. I think they work pretty good when you compare them to the Plinkets. Plinkets are kind of expensive. They're like around 4 bucks or so. They work really well. These ones work really well too, which is why I'm repurchasing them. For $1, you can't beat the price, but you really got to keep them in a dry area. I made the mistake of leaving them sitting on my sink, like on the counter next to my sink, and they got wet and they all dissolved really quickly. So you want to make sure that doesn't happen. I only got to use a couple out of the last pouch. The rest of them got messed up, but for $1, I'm not complaining. I also picked up a couple of these little satchels. They're like scented. This one's White Rose. It smells really good. And my dresser drawers are like cedar, so if we have clothes that sit in there for too long, they kind of start smelling like wood when you take them out. So I thought we'd put some of those in there and see if it doesn't help with that odor that you sometimes have. I don't know how well my husband's going to appreciate smelling like roses, but he might not mind smelling like cedar. Maybe I'll just put them in my drawers. I also picked the dog up some treats. These ones are from Canine Carryout. There's some chew bones. There's some bacon flavor. There's some sausage links. And this is a brand we haven't really tried. Well, it's from Purina, but we haven't tried these treats. These ones are the T-Bones. And then I got her a couple of Busy Bones, but it's like an off-brand of Busy Bone. And these ones are supposed to, I think, help with breath, because they're minty, Denta Mint. I don't know. She's had them before and she likes them. And I like to give her these ones anytime we're going to be gone for like an extended period of time. That way it keeps her entertained, because we lock her on the back porch. And she has like toys and her food and stuff back there, but I know these kind of keep her entertained a little bit better. And then all of these treats, anytime we leave, she gets a treat as long as she comes to the back porch and gets in her spot. That seems to work pretty well for us. We didn't used to give her treats for doing that, but it was a pain in the butt to get her to go on the back porch. And we lock her up back there, because sometimes she can't hold her bladder. She's a tiny dog. And other times she can't control her mouth and she'll shred something. So when we first started doing that, she didn't always want to go back there. But now that she knows she gets a treat when she goes back there, it makes things go much smoother. So I needed to stock up on those. Next thing is a pack of pins, because our pins just seem to keep coming up missing. So hopefully they work pretty well. I also picked up a thing of hand sanitizer. I like to keep one in my car, one in my bag, and then my husband wants one for his car, so we need to get more of those. And then I just thought this was pretty, and I'll be hanging it outside on my little shepherd's hook. But it's just like a little, it's a sun with a little bell on the end. My son picked this one out. They had a couple of different suns, and I just let him choose one. And that's the one that he picked out. I think it's pretty. So, jumping into the next bag over here, I picked up a bottle cleaner. They're not the best quality. They tend to fall apart pretty quickly, but I think they do a really good job of cleaning the bottles. I've had more expensive bottle cleaners that technically last longer, but like you gotta scrub a lot harder to clean them. So I like these ones, and I like that they have like the skinny or tiny guy up here. I don't know what you want to call that, but I don't know. I like to have those on hand. I've never tried these before, but I thought we'd give them a go. They are cat litter pan liners. And so like you have like 10 of them go inside of a litter box, and then when you need to change the litter box, you lift up one and you lift it, and like all the clean litter is supposed to sift out, and then you throw away what's left. We'll see how well that works. I thought we'd give it a go. Here's another thing of cortisone cream. And I picked up a thing of Airwick, and it's the Snuggle Fresh Linen. I got kind of excited when I seen the Snuggle on there because I only use the Snuggle fabric softener and or the off-brand for Snuggle. I don't really like any of the other kind of fabric softeners very well, so when I seen that in an air freshener form, I was like, I think we need that for the house. Then I picked up a couple of things of bath soaks. They're in the vanilla scent, and I really like these. Typically what I do is I mix them with like a jar of regular Epsom salts, which I'm currently out of and need to buy more of, but they smell really, really good. And when you mix them with the regular Epsom salts, it just makes everything last a lot longer, and I enjoy them. And I got my son a new cup. We'll see how well he does. It says Spider-Man, has Spider-Man on the side, and then he drinks through the little straw part, and then there's a little lid right here, so you put your drink in and screw it shut. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully he doesn't make a giant mess. It's a tiny little hole to drink from, so hopefully he does well with it. And then I bought myself a candle. I plan on just chopping this up and putting it into my wax warmer, but it's apricot and basil, and it smells so good. It just smells fresh and clean, and it smells like spring, and I'm ready. I'm ready for spring, and it just smells really good. So on to the last bag. I picked up a couple of these bottles for my son. We've gotten some bottles like this before that look like juice boxes, and they have like the lid, the little straw thing that pops up. He is pretty good with those, and so I thought we'd buy him a couple of these. They just have like the little lid pops up, and then he can drink out of them. A little worried he's gonna spill it everywhere, but we'll try him with water and we'll see how he does. Next one in here is some triple antibiotic cream. I really needed some of this a couple weeks ago. I fell down and scraped my knee up really bad, and I didn't have any. I probably should have bought some sooner, but now we've got some on hand for the next boo-boo. So this guy I seen and thought was kind of neat. It's like a salad dressing holder. I pack my husband's lunch almost every day, and a lot of times he'll take salad or he'll take something that he wants to have like a dip for. So I've got little containers that I normally send, but I think this might just make things a little bit easier. I'm a little concerned about how easy it's going to be to clean. We'll see, but I figured for $1 we'd give it a try and see how well it works out. Then I seen that they had aloe vera. It's just like a soothing gel for sunburns. We're heading into that time of the year, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm horrible about not thinking about buying things like this until I need it, which means that somebody's got a sunburn and is in pain, and you're like, where's the aloe vera? And I haven't bought any in 2 years, you know? So I seen this, and while I was thinking about it, I was like, I'll go ahead and throw it in the cart. So yeah, I don't know how it works, but presumably it'll do its job. I bought 2 things of toothpaste. They're both the Colgate Advanced Whitening. I don't think we've tried this one yet, so we'll see. We'll give it a go. Here's another one of those little rose scented satchels. Bought a couple of things for ibuprofen. If you've ever thought about buying painkiller from the Dollar Tree before, I say go for it. They work pretty well. My son got a Slinky, his first one. He was interested in it. He liked it in the store, and then he was over it, so we put it back in the box. But I think he tangled it up, so I was like, I kind of got to buy it now. So, I don't know. He's got a Slinky that he'll probably never touch again. Then I also picked up a makeup sponge. I was there a couple of weeks ago, and there was a makeup sponge. It was the only one that they had. It was open, and I was able to touch it. It was so soft. I just got a text message. But that makeup sponge was so soft, but it was the only one they had, and it was open. I was like, I don't really want to buy this being open. So I waited, and I waited, and I kept an eye out, Well, today, they finally had them back in stock. They had several different colors to pick from, and I'm really excited to try those out. And I think I might do a get ready with me and test out the Dollar Tree Beauty Blender, because that one I tried the other day, was able to touch, was really soft. So one of the things that I actually went to the store for was mothballs. I've never tried mothballs before, so I don't know how well that they work. I'm not entirely sure what to do with them, and quite frankly, they don't smell pleasant. But we have a problem with moths. Like, we didn't have one when we first moved in, and I found mothballs in the house. And of course, I was like, oh, I know everything. And for anyone who is just new to my channel, I inherited my house from my grandmother. It had all of her belongings in it. And there was mothballs in the house. And I was like, those stink. Those are gross. Those are like old lady-ish. Like, why do we need these? Blah, blah, blah. 2 years later, and we have a problem with moths. Like, I don't know how they're getting in, but they're like coming up out of the basement. And it was gnats like the first year, honestly. And those finally we got rid of them. But then it became last year was moths. We didn't have gnats last year. We had moths, like little tiny moths. So I didn't know last year how to take care of them. And then like the idea just hit me the other day. I was like, mothballs. And I was like, Grandma had those all over the house, and there was probably a reason for that. So we picked up some mothballs. I'm going to put them down in the basement and see if we can't get rid of these moths. They only come up at night, and they're not in our bedrooms. They're not in the living room or the dining room. They're just in the basement, and then they come up into the kitchen, which sounds gross, but like we keep our dishes done. We don't have any food out, so like we're not having any problems with them like getting into food. There's like fluttering around the lights and stuff, and then we turn the lights off and they all go back down to the basement. So like I don't know how to get rid of them. We're gonna try mothballs. Hopefully it works. Last one here is some spray on nail polish. I thought I'd do a video with this because it sounds kind of fun. So it's racy red, and it just looked like fun. We're something fun to try out. So keep an eye out for a video trying this. So that is it for my Dollar Tree haul. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here on a regular basis. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.